Hey guys, Dave Wishnowski here from the Pro Wrestling X Project. I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out the State of the Union video that we're putting together for the fans. I'm going to tell you in the next little bit all about the project, where it's come from for the newcomers to the project. I'm going to tell you guys exactly where we are at with the state of the game as it is today. I'm going to tell you what's coming up next, some exciting stuff coming right around the corner. And we've also got a little special surprise in store for all you guys who have supported us in the past. We haven't forgotten you. We're not going to forget you, and I hope you like what you're going to hear next, so stay tuned. Okay, so if you're wondering what exactly Pro Wrestling X is, if you've never heard of it before, or you just kind of stumble across this video, essentially Pro Wrestling X is a wrestling video game being made for the PC. It's being made for the kind of people that miss the fun of the old Nintendo 64 games like No Mercy and Revenge and whatnot. But the key difference in this game is that it's not being made by some big publisher or development studio that you've heard of. It's actually being made by wrestling fans like you, and definitely like me. We're just a little indie studio here up in Canada with a couple other guys helping out south of the border, and we're trying to get something really, really special done here. It all started, I can't believe I'm saying this, almost 10 effing years ago on a GameFAQs message board on the internet when people were complaining about the wrestling games that started coming out after No Mercy. We're all waiting for the next great No Mercy, and instead we get WrestleMania 18 for the GameCube. It wasn't a good day. And somebody on this forum heard me complaining and said, you know, if you think you could do better, why don't you do it yourself? And me, being the big, stupid, naive Ukrainian that I am, decided, yeah, okay, sure, I'll make a wrestling game. How hard can it be? 10 years later, and we're barely getting our first one done. That's how hard it's been. There are no better fans in the entire video game world than Pro Wrestling X fans. We love you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. Let me tell you exactly how the Pro Wrestling X fans are responsible for us being alive today. Well, first it started when we started this project. Obviously, we put up a little website saying, hey, who wants to get behind a little indie company making a wrestling game? Literally, within days, thousands of people signed up for our newsletter. Gave us all the hope in the world that what we were doing was right. Gave us the encouragement to keep going. And that's why we're still going, because of the fans like you. To be specific, there was a time we got turned down for funding by a funding agency. Went online, told our fans we needed some support letters to show these people that there was support for this project. Then I walked in and I slammed this down on the table the next time I went there. See that? Hundreds of fan support letters. This sucker weighs almost 5 pounds. You guys got us that next round of funding. We couldn't have done without you guys. Even to this day, we love you guys. We thank you. We will not forget you. Thanks again. So, our first game, Pro Wrestling X Uprising. What is it exactly? Well, it's a little indie wrestling game for the PC platform, and the whole intent of this game is to prove what we always said all along, is that game mechanics and fun in an exhibition match matter more than all the bells and whistles and features and whatnot that a lot of wrestling games kind of throw in. So Pro Wrestling X Uprising just features exhibition matches, one-on-one, a little roster of 8 characters that you can mess around with, and the whole idea is to show you guys that we put all our time and energy into the actual one-on-one exhibition match game mechanics. You know, it's kind of like laying the foundation for all the future games we're going to make. We didn't waste any time pouring on a crappy little story mode or glitchy, buggy online multiplayer that doesn't work and no one's going to have any fun with anyway. So we wanted to actually put out something that people could take a look at, play the hell out of, and hopefully say, these guys got the right idea. We kind of like where they're going with this. This kind of feels like, you know, my old Nintendo 64 games that were fun. So that's what we intend to do with this. Pro Wrestling X Uprising is going to be the proof that we can now execute and do what we say we want to do. And most importantly, that we can do what you guys want us to do. So, what's going to happen after the first game, Pro Wrestling X Uprising, is released? Well, we don't know for sure. It all kind of depends on how you guys respond to what we're doing. If you like it, if you support us and give us what we need to continue forward, then we want to give you guys everything we promised we would give you from the very outset and more. We want to use Uprising as a foundation to build all the other stuff that you want to see in this wrestling game, from the career modes to the story modes, to all the different match types. And most importantly, we want to give you guys stuff that you'll never in a million years see in, a WWE game. Get rid of all that crap like, gender limitations and, limitations on what part of the roster you can use for this feature or whatnot. Get rid of all that stuff and give you guys a game that you can rip apart, tear down, and rebuild, and make whatever the hell you want out of it. That's the beauty of doing this on the PC platform. Pro Wrestling X Uprising does well. You want to see us do more? Then we're going to lay out a plan for you guys and tell you exactly what is coming next and when, with a reasonable degree of certainty on what we can get done. I want to talk to all those fans who supported us in the past by pre-ordering the games, by donating money to us, especially helping, feed the families and whatnot while we try to get this sucker done for you guys. We haven't forgotten you guys, and we never will. In fact, I want to tell you guys today, my promise to you is that not only will you get everything you paid for, but in the future, going forward, anything that we do, making wrestling games as far as expansion packs, downloadable content, whole other games, is going to be yours for free. Everything. If we ever do anything on the 360 or another console, if we ever do anything on mobile, Android or iOS, yours for free. It's the least we can do for you guys. You've sucked it up. You've shown us your support. You've handed over cash to show your support and your trust in us to get it done. We want to repay you, and I can't think of a better way than free for life. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope it's cool. Before I forget, though, before we wrap up this little State of the Union, I just want to tell you guys a little announcement here. A very, very cool announcement. As of right now, as of you guys watching this video, Pro Wrestling X Uprising is officially going beta. The game is completely playable, completely functional and working and cool. It's finally to the point that we've never been able to get it to in all these years. And we've already assembled a little group of beta testers. They've been sworn to secrecy, mind you, but it is going out into the wild. It's going to be played by other people, finally. And I would like to invite you guys to actually get in the loop. Follow us on our website, prowrestlingx.com. Follow us on Twitter /ProWrestlingX, Facebook /ProWrestlingX, because we are going to be inviting the rest of you to jump in and start beta testing the game as well once the first crew of guys are finished to tearing it apart and making it better as well. I can't tell you what it means to be able to tell you guys that we've got it to this point, and it's coming. It's coming fast. Thanks a lot.